I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Action Comics number 974. What is the secret of the doppelganger Clark? Is he dangerous? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Okay then, so picking up from where the previous issue left off, Steel is in the Fortress of Solitude right now with Superman. Lana Lang's new powers are greatly disagreeing with her, and they fear she'll die soon if Superman can't do something to help her. What I personally find interesting about all this is that for the few minutes that Lana is actually conscious, she looks at Superman and says, "How can you be here now when you were already there?" Which leads me to believe that she's not talking about this Superman, she's talking about the Superman that she remembers. I must also admit, Superman's plan to stabilize Lana by putting her inside an old Kryptonian battlesuit is actually a stroke of real genius. Cause, you know, unlike Superman, she can't go into a healing coma and they just can't put her at the center of the sun or anything like that. Believe it or not, for the second issue in a row, all this dying Superwoman stuff is indeed still the B-plot. The A-plot involves Lois trying to get to the bottom of this doppelganger Clark mystery. In fact, she's so dedicated to cracking this case wide open, she's actually offered herself up to go on a date with this guy, even though he's getting more and more creepy as time goes on. First off, he shows up early and unannounced. 2, he ordered a whole limo service to drive them off to dinner. 3, he bought out the entire fancy French restaurant so they could all eat alone, and then he also brought in balloons and gifts like this was some sort of weird kids party. But the final creep cherry on the creep sundae is he gets down on one knee, pulls out a ring, and asks Lois to marry him. As you might guess, she figures this is a giant red flag and should probably leave right about now. We also soon discover, along with being creepy, Doppel Clark does not take rejection very well. In fact, this breaks him completely and he decides to follow Lois home. It's there he just so happens to catch a glimpse of Lois having dinner with her husband and son. This further breaks Doppel Clark's mind, although something very interesting happens. In his crazed state, he starts to say to himself that he remembers now. What exactly does he remember? Well, we don't know, but we'll have to check back when Superman Reborn starts and find out, won't we? Action Comics number 974 was alright. Again, much like the previous issue, this was a lot of setting the stage for the upcoming Superman Reborn. It does a good job of it, it's just, you know, not nearly as good as the other stories that preceded it. I do enjoy the idea of Lois and Jonathan getting to have their own adventures independent of Superman, and this definitely had a really good, you know, journalist trying to find answers and clues vibe to it that I enjoy. There was also some minor C-plot stuff that I kind of glanced over involving Hank Henshaw, the other Fortress of Solitude, and that supervillain Blanche. But, you know, beyond that, this was a 2-issue little story arc that I felt they could have gotten it all out in just one. Overall, I'd give it a 7, though not bad, but I know this series can do better.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.